We're back once again with another sneaker review, and today we're talking about a classic, a super classic. This right here is kind of a niche classic. It's been 30 years since we had this shoe. Now it's here again. I was lucky enough just to walk into a JD Sports and just see it right there on the shelf. So look at what we have here. I didn't even know when these were actually dropping. Definitely a clean colorway on these. Classic. Oh my goodness, super dope. As I've been finding lately, I've been getting really lucky with that. That's another reason why you guys want to watch my vlogs, so you guys can see where I get the shoes from. So if you're local, you can grab it for yourself. The Nike Air Max Uptempo 95 OG is set to release March 9th for a retail price of $160. March 9th is a sad day in history. If you're a hip hop head, that is the demise of Biggie Smalls, RIP. But these shoes are dropping after being released 30 years ago. It's amazing to see a lot of these shoes coming back in 2025. I'm excited for it because it's letting me catch up on some of the shoes I either had before or missed out on. These come in white, black, and mystic teal for the color scheme. We got the goodies inside. Let's take them out and talk about them just a little bit. First off, this is definitely a classic OG sneaker. Like I said earlier, it's been 30 years since this shoe has released, and I'm glad they brought it back in 2025. Such a classic shoe. Reminds me of a lot of my favorite players growing up wearing these. Chris Webber's, Alonzo Mourning, and so on and so forth. A lot of people around the league wore this shoe, and in many colorways. There's a lot of colorways out there that was definitely fire for these. If you have a colorway that you know, and if you're more of a nostalgic sneakerhead watching this video, let me know what your favorite colorway of the Uptempo 95 is, because this is definitely one of the best ones, this being an OG colorway for sure. I'm curious to see if anybody will be grabbing these in 2025 for basketball reasons. For the most part, I think a lot of people will be wearing these simply for casual wear, but I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts about these. They do have a little weight to them, but that full air unit is something that's going to make this a comfortable ride. Of course, the traction is on point here, but like I said, there's so many more options out there that are more modern looking. I'm curious to see what the response will be for actual people playing ball. I'm talking about this shoe because I love it. It was a classic back then, and I had to get me a pair. Now, fortunately, but unfortunately, I got these early. They don't drop till March 15th, and when I found them, the biggest size left was not a 13. It was indeed a 12. Once again, I've been finding this happening a lot lately. These stores do not initially get a size 13 in store. That's been happening lately. That's crazy. Like it wasn't like they sold their size 13. They didn't get a size 13. And with a few other shoes we've been talking about in these recent sneaker reviews, that's been the case. Size 13 is not available even out the gate for a lot of these shoes. That's crazy. So being that I was able to get my hands on these early, I do have a couple people interested who are members, so if you need help grabbing shoes, go ahead and become a member on my channel, and I can help you guys get the shoes that I see in real time. But anyway, being that I got these a little early, hopefully when they drop on March 9th, I'm able to find an actual size 13 for myself, because this is a classic shoe. I do want to scoop up some of the classic shoes dropping, even though a million times I said I'm not scooping up nothing. I'm not buying nothing. I'm not getting anything. However, there's a few things that have to make the exception to the rule, and this will be one of them for sure. Beautiful shoe. $160 is the retail on this thing. Now, I don't know if you guys feel like that's a little bit too much for a classic shoe when there's so many other options, but Nike, I believe, think they know what they're doing. A lot of the OG sneakerheads will be grabbing this for the most part. That's what I'm seeing happen. So maybe size 10 and a half and up will be gone. 10 and 11 and up will be gone. I know 13s and 12s will be gone for sure. And if they make 14s, possibly. I want to know what the sizing is like for this. The toe box seems pretty narrow, as you guys will see the up close visuals of this. It does look slightly narrow, but not as narrow as some of the other shoes. So you might be good with a true to size on this, but I'm not able to try this on and let you know. But I did want to talk about this and give you guys the first up close digital visuals of the shoe, besides just the photos. I was surprised to walk into the store and just see them on the shelf. You know, I instantly grabbed them, was like, you got a 13? Unfortunately, no 13, but there is a size 12. If you are a channel member, or if you're interested in this shoe, feel free to hit me up in the DMs. They do come out March 9th, so that's not too far away if you want to have some patience. Will these hit the sales rack? OG sneakers. Some of these OG sneakers have been flying off the shelf. The Diamond Turfs flew off the shelf. Every time I seen them in my recent video, when I went out recently, the video hasn't dropped yet, but every time I saw it, it was like 8.5, 9, maybe a 10, but no 13s for sure not. I'm curious to see if that will be the response for this. I'm not really expecting that, but for size 13 and size 12, might go a little quicker than all the other sizes. So if you want them in that size, just be on the lookout for them. And if you want them and you're not that size, you might be able to wait. These might go on sale at some point. I just don't think a size 13 will. My favorite feature of this shoe is the air bubble, the full length air bubble. The leather on this is very nice. The nubuck on here is very nice as well. Really good materials. They did never shortchange you on the materials used for these 90s basketball shoes, that's for sure. The only thing about it is they had a little bit more weight to them than some of the more modern shoes, and that's why people don't really grab these for hooping, because they feel a little heavier than what we're used to. But there is a lot of technology in here and really good materials used, so these will hold up for a while. Now, me personally, this is one of the OG colorways I like, but there are also some other colorways that came out in this sneaker, and I'm curious to see what else is going to come. Do we get more colorways of these? If you have any of these in your collection, let us know which colorways. If you like some colorways that are coming out for this shoe, go ahead and let me know about that in the comments below, because I want to know the feedback. I read the comments and I try to respond. I love the teal accents that really show through the air bubble. I think this is a phenomenal shoe all the way put together. Rating it from a 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this like a solid 9. I'm gonna be modest until I put them on my feet. I'm gonna keep it at a 9 right there. This is classic right here. Even though it has a lot of white on the upper, it's still fire, and he definitely can manage that. I'm liking the fact they bringing some of the heat nostalgia back. Now all we need them to do is bring back the LWP, Nike Air Max LWP. We need to bring those back. I'll put them up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I think it is the LWP. It's this one right here. They need to bring this back in 2025 in that Orlando colorway, or even this one. Unfortunately, this is a small size, nowhere near something I can fit, but it's a beautiful shoe. They need to bring this back also in 2025.
That's why I've been through hell and back, but I still feel numb. Sometimes I like to drive it fast just so I can feel some. There's some people that I love that I might never hear.
Nike Air Max Uptempo 95, such a classic sneaker. If you like these sneaker reviews, make sure you guys check out this playlist popping up on the screen. And then if you want to see me actually go out and grab the shoes in the store and check out and get some food and stuff like that, make sure you check out my sneaker vlogs. I'll put a playlist up here on the screen too. Check out the videos, hit the like buttons, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.